All right, speaking practice time, class. So today we are going to do speaking practice with class IELTS 40, and let's go to year part 1. We did 20 already, so let's do 21. 21 is hometown, which is a very easy topic, to be honest with you. So Miss Yu, how is, yeah, okay, so it's about hometown or the place you grew up in. So Miss Yu, is your hometown a big city or a small place?
Well, I think my city is not so big, but it's enough for you to discover around and not get bored.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you like most about your hometown then?
Well, I think um, it has many.
There are
Uh,
many.
there are many beautiful landscapes, and the nature is really
The nature or nature. Thiên nhiên không
na-
có đời nha. Remember, nature there's no death.
I think the most interesting about my city is there is mountains, river, and
There are mountains, rivers, and
mountains, river, and beaches. That's really awesome for
beaches đi kéo dài nha.
beaches
And beaches
and beaches. That's really awesome for tourists, I think.
for tourists, I see. So how about you, Phúc? How is your hometown?
Well, in my opinion, I think my hometown is a small place.
Of course, a
Uh,
small one, isn't it? No, your hometown. Where's your hometown then?
Nha Trang City.
Try again. Where's your hometown then?
Nha Trang City.
Oh, Nha Trang City is a beach city, right?
Yeah,
Lots of
but
tourists and
yeah,
long stretches of sand, right?
yes,
So long stretches of sand, những cái dải cát rất là dài, long stretches of sand, and then a lot of tourists.
Stretching of sand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about it? Can you describe it?
well, I think
Come on, Book. Can you
yes.
describe it?
Um, yeah, I think I can. Uh, it's a beach city, and the
It's a
thing
beach city. Y kéo
beach
dài.
city, beach city, and every year have a lot of tourists.
Anything else?
Tôi thấy
I cannot hear you very well. I think you should move nearer to the microphone, I think. Okay, good. Now tell me, Phúc, is there anything you like or dislike about your hometown?
um yeah the thing I dislike about my hometown is like is uh the the internet there is quite weak, like it's not strong like in Ho Chi Minh City,
Hmm.
and
And
like and I had I think 2 months ago I had like I have a hair I had a haircut in Nha Trang City, and
Mhm.
mm, like it's not gọi sao ta? Nó cắt không được đẹp mà nó lại mắc á thầy.
I mean, their expertise. I mean, they didn't do a good job, right?
Dạ.
So they didn't do a good job, and then the cutting was not very was not fashionable enough, right? was not fashionable, it wasn't good looking, something like that, right? So you mean the services there is not that good, right? Come on, class, come on. Oh, continue please. Im không được nha. Luyện rồi speaking mà, come on. Speak.
Đâu, cái mic nó em để sát lắm rồi thầy.
Say again?
Mic em để sát lắm rồi mà em nói thầy
I
không nghe.
think there's an internet problem. Sometimes it's like cut off, I think. I think now internet is really bad. I just don't understand why. Alright, Phúc, continue please. Is there anything you dislike about it? You talked about service, right?
Yeah. And like I don't like some you know that Nha Trang area receive a lot of tourists and like they want to try traditional food, but like some of kiểu người bán hàng này thì
Some of the sellers or vendors, sellers or street vendors, người bán hàng ở trên đường phố. Some sellers or street vendors are dishonest, right?
Some street vendor, yeah, dishonest. They sell dishonest.
What's wrong today? You can do better. Come on. Sometimes they're dishonest.
Sometimes they're dishonest.
Dishonest. Dishonest. Yeah. I'm dishonest. What's wrong today, class? Okay, so Miss Hunt, how are you? Can you describe your hometown, please?
Oh yes, I live in a small place.
Không có lên giọng như vậy, không có have live. Đừng có lên giọng như vậy.
Yeah.
Xuống giọng cho tiếng Anh nó của mình á, nó nghe tự nhiên hơn. Try to lower your voice, women sound more natural. I live in
small place which is called Vĩnh Châu. I would say
where is that in Vietnam? Because you mentioned a name that is not English. Nó nằm ở chỗ nào nhỉ?
Which is situated in southwest of Vietnam.
Southwest of Vietnam.
West of
to the
Vietnam.
southwest of Vietnam.
To the southwest of Vietnam. And I would say that
southwest of Vietnam.
Southwest of Vietnam.
Âm thờ không thè lưỡi đâu. To the southwest of Vietnam.
Southwest of Vietnam.
God. Sau một tuần không luyện phát âm một cái thôi, sau một tuần không luyện speaking là xuống trình ngay lập tức luôn. After 1 week, come on, what's going on? Your speaking is going down, class. Alright, Hon. Anything else?
I guess I would say it is a boring place, but there's so much beautiful landscape.
So many beautiful landscapes, yeah.
Yes, and on top of that, the local are so friendly, and
local people are very friendly and
really friendly, and I love lots of food in there. You know that in Vĩnh Châu there's a lot of ethnic groups, so that's make như là những cái thức ăn nó đa dạng, những cái thức ăn truyền thống.
So it makes all these traditional food is very varied. Traditional food are very varied, okay?
Yeah, so it's make the traditional foods are very varied. Yeah.
All right. So how about you? Is there anything you dislike about your hometown?
Well, although I like my city a lot, I think I wish my city. I wish there are more art events and
art events. Yeah.
There are more exhibitions. So the the local people as well as the tourists can enjoy the art atmosphere. So right now, it's focused on nature. It's focused.
Focus. Are you
The
focus?
city focused on
Now the city
focus.
focuses on. Now the city
It's
just focuses on
the natural aspect, but
the natural
they
aspects on.
it seems that they didn't um they didn't consider much about the culture activities.
The cultures and activities, yes. Trời ơi, hôm nay lớp trình đi xuống nha. Sau một tuần không luyện. Alright, so how do you think it can be improved, Miss Diệu?
Well, like I said, the government can organize more culture or art events, and we can be the host of competitions related to art, such as art
related to the subject of
art and culture.
And culture. Okay, Phúc, what do you think? How can your hometown be improved? What do you think?
Well, in my opinion, I think that
Yes, what do you think?
we need my hometown need to like when tourists come to buy food or something, they need to
They need to do what?
kiểu khi mà bán hàng thì phải có sẵn một cái bảng giá.
When sellers sell food, they need to have the price list ready. Phải có sẵn sàng cái bảng giá. They need to have the price list ready. Because a lot of the time, when the price is not how can I say, it's not clear, when the price is not clear, sellers can cheat. Seller can cheat on people, you know.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot in Vietnam actually. That's why a lot of tourists do not want to come back.
Yes. And
you have to answer no. No, they don't want to come back. Chứ phải là yes thì đúng rồi. Rồi xong lại dính một lỗi nữa. Continue.
And the road in my hometown is quite small, but every year is a lot of tourists visit my hometown, and it's always have a traffic.
There are always traffic jams.
Always traffic jams, and I don't like it. So I think if my hometown want to improve it, I think they need to build a new road.
They need to build new roads, I see. Yeah, or anything else?
Nothing.
Alright, so what do you think? How can your hometown be improved? Let's say.
Yes,
I'll fix the road, right? I'll fix the road, right?
Oh, I think my hometown should have more recreational centers. Because it is easy for me to get bored. So I think when there's much more recreational centers, I would be so happy, and it's attract more local people to live there, and also the government should spend vast amount of money to build some of những cái bảo tàng
some of the to build some of the museums.
Some of the museums and to attract more tourists when visiting.
Tourists, yeah.
Yes, and to get they know more about the culture
to let they know more about the culture. Yes,
about the cultures, and especially the traffic should be improved, and như lại cơ sở hạ tầng
and facilities should be also improved as well, right?
Yes, and the facilities should be improved as well to
exactly. But you know, like this country is still a poor one, you know. The tax, people don't want to pay tax that much, and the government always need more money.
Yes.
Right, but that could be a short-term solution, I think. Just try to improve roads and things like that. All right, let's go to topic number 22, advertisement. Let's try this one now. So, Mr. Phúc, please. Do you see a lot of advertising? Careful. Advertising. Cái ngành quảng cáo hoặc là việc quảng cáo. But advertisement, mẫu quảng cáo, and commercial, it's basically mẫu quảng cáo trên TV. So on TV it's called commercial, okay? But advertisement elsewhere is called advertisement, you know. Alright, so Mr. Phúc, do you see a lot of advertising these days?
I think I see a lot of advertising. They advertising about
about what?
About house, food, or
you
about
real estate, bất động sản.
Yeah.
Houses, apartments, yes.
And they advertising about phone.
Mobile phones, yes. Smartphones.
Laptop, and also about clothes.
And also about clothes, yes. What about? Okay. So, are there any type of advertising you like? Có cái loại quảng cáo nào em thích không?
Well, actually, I don't like advertising. It's quite
yes. Of course, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. It's okay. We learned this one before, and if you do not review, you'll be like this. Okay, class. Thầy không có hài lòng nha. Hôm nay lớp thấy rõ cả ba bạn trình độ đi xuống. I saw that all of you, your speaking level is going down, and I don't like it at all. You should practice more at home, okay? Trời ơi, lúc nào speaking cũng đều có video coi lại hết mà. Các bạn này kỳ lạ nhé. I don't like it, okay? Now, so Miss Yu, do you see a lot of advertising these days?
Well, definitely. Nowadays, it's really difficult to avoid advertising. We can see it from the street to our screens. So it's really annoying me.
It's really annoying,
to be honest.
yes.
Yeah.
And what type of advertising do you like? Are there any type of advertising you like? We
I
have
can't
a lot of them. Telesale, for example. Telesale, telemarketing. We have jingles. Tiếng chuông lên keng. We have billboards. You remember this thing? We learned it before. We have leaflets, những tờ rơi, tờ bướm. We have commercial on TV. We have pop-up ads. We have banner ads. Remember this thing? You learned it before.
Well, I'm not sure I like any type of advertising. Anytime I see it, I will try to close it.
Yes. All right. So have you ever bought something because of an advertisement?
Well, actually, I did before. When we see something too much, is printed to our brand, and when I want to buy something, I just only remember that brand.
I
So
only
that's
remember that
how,
brand. I see.
yeah.
Like,
And
for
from there, fine.
example, can you give an example, maybe?
Yeah, once I want to buy a laptop,
Once I
and
wanted to buy a laptop.
once I wanted to buy a
Cái Mỹ
laptop,
đúng rồi đâu.
that time, I see the
I saw.
advertisement. I saw the advertisement of Asus laptop.
Asus, yes.
Yeah, which is very popular, which was very popular. So I bought one, but after 1 years using it, I feel like that's the wrong choice. So
Okay, so it was not really that good, right?
yeah, yes, from my
You had to
experience.
say
So
no.
no, it's
But
not.
they're like, no, we don't.
It's
Oh my god. So it wasn't a right choice to buy it. I see. What's wrong with it then?
well, it's suddenly shut down. I still using it. I was using it very normally. There are
And
no
then suddenly
signs.
just break down. I
It's
see.
such broke down. No warning. Nothing happened. It just suddenly black,
Sometimes,
and I couldn't.
just like death. Death comes
Yeah,
suddenly without any form of informing you. Just like death.
I think but their customer service is quite good. They took care of my laptop very well, but I'm still not satisfied about the quality of the laptop.
I see. Alright, so tell me, Miss Todd, please. Do you watch advertisement from the beginning to the end?
Or I think sometimes because I don't really into it, I usually watched YouTube videos, and when the advertisement appears, so it's the script là giống như gián đoạn á thầy,
It
mình
disrupt
đang
my
coi
work. It disrupt my
it's,
work.
it's, it's disrupt my work, so I so irritated, and so after that I just skip. But sometimes I really enjoy it because of the jingle. Um, I think the short tunes that make me more attract. So I just watched from the beginning to the end, but just sometimes.
Only sometimes, because
Yeah.
most of the advertisement are just so annoying, you just want to turn it off. I say, Phúc, how about you? What do you think? Do you think advertisement are necessary?
Well, in my opinion, I think that advertisement are not necessary. They are unnecessary. Because like advertisement usually annoy people that make they interested in them. And but like some like advertisement, like when some old people they have
They do watch, yeah.
they do watch advertisement and they think that uh that things can probably help them. So
I don't think adults or older or elder people are that stupid.
no,
They have
about
lived their whole
under,
life. They know how advertisement work, trust me.
but I think the old people I saw here is about under like under 70.
Under 70, like 60 something, 60 something.
Yep.
I don't think people are that stupid, you know. But anyway, so you said it's unnecessary. Okay, but to be honest with you, as a company that produces services or products to sell to customers, advertisement or advertising is absolutely essential. If you want the customers to know what you are producing or what services you offer, you need to provide some form of advertisement, I think. Like for example, I do offer educational services. I don't run ads, okay? Thì không có chạy ad nữa nha, không có chạy quảng cáo đâu. But actually I do videos, and that is my only form of advertisement. And I still think it's necessary anyway. So, folks, what do you think? What do you think about false advertising? You know what false advertising is?
No, I don't.
False advertising, quảng cáo láo, quảng cáo sai sự thật á. Quảng cáo sai sự thật.
I think it's a lot. Well,
There's a lot of false advertisement, you mean?
Yeah. I think this don't help people.
It don't help. It don't help. What kind of English is that? Rip grammar. Đúng nghĩa là rip grammar. It don't help. Really? Say again. It doesn't help.
It doesn't
Come
help.
on, try again.
Well, in my opinion, I think that false advertising, it doesn't help help people. Help people. However, I think that they try to earn money in the stupid people who believe in that false advertising.
Well, they're always gullible people, you know, gullible.
Yeah.
They are always gullible people. Cá tinh, nhẹ dạ cá tinh. Anyway, so what do you think, Miss Yeo? Do you think advertisements are necessary?
Well, although I hate advertisement, it's necessary. So, for example, a company have a new product. If they don't do the advertising, how can people know about their product? But it's better if they say the truth about their what they are selling, so people won't feel cheated when they buy it. Yeah, I think it's necessary.
I see. But what do you think? Because these days there are a lot of false advertisement around, especially in this country. We have no law against false advertising. However, in other Western countries, there is a law about false advertising. So if companies commit a crime of false advertising, they can be fined a lot of money. You know? But in Vietnam, there's no law about that. That's why people just keep advertising things. Like, you know, they talk a lot of, they advertise a lot of wrong things about their products. What do you think about this situation then?
Oh, I think that's not a good situation, of course. But right now,
It's quite
it's also
unfortunate, yeah. Khá là không may mắn. It's quite unfortunate for this country, I think.
unfortunate. Right now in Vietnam, it's not easy to apply the laws in advertising, because for me, I think the market is still young, and we need to put space for the young entrepreneurs to
entrepreneur. It's a French word, okay? Entrepreneur. It's a French word.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. It's like, or I think it's it's better to just check, okay?
Entrepreneur.
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 Ngâm cuối nha.
Entrepreneur. entrepreneur,
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 entrepreneur. For young entrepreneur to please continue. Hello, Miss Diệu. Something's wrong again. Okay, so do you okay, so have you ever bought something because of an advertisement?
Yes, I did. I would say is my gì ta? Nãy em mới nhớ luôn á. Is my it was my mobile phones.
Your mobile phone, right?
Yes, mobile phones.
Oh well.
It so attracted me. I saw it on the billboard, and it's still at this time it was a latest phones, and though it was so expensive, but I strongly persuade my father to buy it for me.
Some people to buy
Because
for you.
it's
Okay.
so eye-catching. I really love it. Yes.
Because you fell in love with it, I see. All right, so let's come to part 2 and part 3 now. Let's stop wasting our time here. All right. Part 2 and part 3. We did a lot of difficult question before. What's wrong, class? Now I feel like our performance is getting worse. Em thấy thành tích học tập các bạn đang đi xuống hay sao á? I feel like that. Okay, let's do 16 now. Describe something important that has been kept in your family for a long time. Miêu tả một cái gì đó quan trọng mà nó đã được giữ trong gia đình các bạn một thời gian rất là lâu dài rồi. Like for example, you can talk about nhẫn cưới chẳng hạn, like wedding ring for example. Or a gold watch, một cái đồng hồ bằng vàng chẳng hạn, a gold watch. Or something like for example một cái vật dụng nào đó dùng hàng ngày, like some kind of simple object, like for example a china for example. So basically, you know, the word china has some meaning too. What is a china? A clay of a high quality that is shaped and then heated to make it permanently hard, or object made from this, such as cups or plates. Nó là một cái loại mà giống như là đất sét á, chất lượng cao mà được tạo hình và sau đó được nung lên để tạo nó làm nó cực kỳ là cứng mà lâu dài vĩnh cửu luôn á. Hoặc là những vật dụng được làm ra từ cái này, ví dụ như là tách, đĩa, chén, nó là china, nó là vật dụng đồ gốm sứ. So basically the word china also means đồ gốm sứ. Why it's China? Because it's originated from China, of course. The nation. Tại sao nó ghi là đồ gốm sứ là từ Trung Quốc? Thì đương nhiên nó là từ cái nơi mà xuất phát rồi đó rồi, nó gọi là China luôn. So basically, and of course, there are two meanings for the word China, you know. It's a country, or it's the pottery stuff, the pots, plates made from that clay, okay? Or like for example, cái nghiêng mực hoặc là cái đồ để chặn giấy á. Or a letter cutter, cái đồ để mà xé cái con dao để mà xé giấy bức thư ra để nó đọc á. A letter cutter is a piece of like a knife, you know, you cut out like paper, like letters, you can read it in what is inside, you know. Anything you can think of. Most of the time it's jewelry, you know. I think most of the time is real jewelry. Nữ trang, nam trang, nó gọi là trang sức. Or you can talk about furniture as well. Nó có những cái đồ nội thất mà gần như cái 100 năm trong gia đình nhé. Like furniture that has been used for 100 years in a family. For example, some people they have a piano. or a cupboard, you know. Ở Việt Nam á, ngày xưa nó có một cái gạt măng dê, you know that one? Là cái đồ mà chạn chén mà kiểu mà, like for example, I'm not so sure you have seen it. Gạt măng dê, I think it's called this one in French, I think. This one, the cupboard, gạt măng dê, it's cupboard. And Vietnam, it's old, okay? These are the garde-manger in Vietnam. Very old one, like this. Ever seen this one before?
Yes, we used to have one.
Yes, exactly. These are very old, but they work, okay? Very old, but you can see that a lot in a lot of kitchen in Vietnam, like old ones. Some family, they keep it for like many generations, you know? Like piano, for example, it can last for up to 150 years. So 5 generations. Một cái piano nhiều khi có thể chứa được, có thể tồn tại được 5 thế hệ chẳng hạn, 150 năm chẳng hạn, something like that. Okay. You should say what it is. Nó là cái gì vậy? When your family had it. Gia đình bạn đã có nó lúc nào? How your family got it. Gia đình bạn có được nó như thế nào? Explain why it is important to your family. Giải thích tại sao nó là quan trọng đối với gia đình bạn. And you have part 3 of valuable item. Những vật dụng có giá trị. Like for example, what things do families keep for a long time? Có những thứ gì mà gia đình người ta thường giữ một thời gian rất là lâu dài. Like think about mirror, or say kim chỉ, kéo, các thứ, dụng cụ, tools, mirrors, tools. What things do family keep for a long time and what things they don't? Có những thứ nào mà những gia đình họ giữ một thời gian lâu dài không? Hãy suy nghĩ. Think about it. But you should also explain why they keep it for a long time. Tại sao họ lại giữ một thời gian lâu dài mấy thứ đó? Think about paintings as well. Những cái tranh vẽ. Think about, I don't think clothes they can keep for a long time, but sometimes yeah. Có những cái đồ quần áo mà ngày xưa nó bền, dã man bền luôn. Like sometimes like clothes from the old time, it's extremely durable. Extremely durable clothes, you know. Things these days just break down very easily. Like for example, a smartphone, I think maximum you can use for 5-6 years. But back then, telephone you can use for many years. Well, anyway, what's the difference between things valued by people in the past and today? Có những sự khác biệt nào, có sự khác biệt nào giữa những thứ được cho là có giá trị bởi những người trong quá khứ và ngày nay hay không? So it means like people in the past, what do they value? And how about people these days? Like for example, people these days, they value what? Like iPhone, for example. They value a car, they value houses, they value what? Gold, vàng, bạc, châu báu, nhà cửa, iPhone, something like that. These are things valued by people today, right? How about people in the past? Con người trong quá khứ, ta value cái gì? What do you think? If you see there's no difference, then okay. But there is a difference, of course. Đương nhiên có sự khác biệt rồi. Có những cái đồ chặn giấy á, nhiều khi để hàng trăm năm á. Like sometimes there are pieces like to put on paper, so paper will not fly away when it's windy. I don't know what those things are called. Có những cái ví dụ cái bút máy chẳng hạn, like fountain pen, bút máy bơm mực á. Fountain pens, sometimes they last for like many years, provided that you don't lose it, okay? Miễn sao các bạn đừng làm mất nó. Okay, so what kinds of things are kept in museums? Có những thứ nào được giữ trong các bảo tàng? Well, you can think about paintings, sculpture, 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 sculpture. So basically tượng, monuments, you know, monuments. Think about what else? Old clothes and weapons, những vũ khí cũ và quần áo cũ. Old clothes and weapons and things like that. But why do they keep it? Nhưng mà tại sao người ta lại giữ những thứ đó trong bảo tàng? Does it remind people of something? Nó có nhắc người ta nói về cái gì không? It reminds people of something. Or the old lifestyle. Nó có nhắc người ta nói về cái lối sống xưa cũ không? The old lifestyle, the world, the struggles, những cái sự mà khó khăn trong quá khứ, the struggles in the past, something like that. What is the influence of technology on museums? Có sự ảnh hưởng của công nghệ lên trên các bảo tàng không? And what are they? What is the influence of technology on museum? Ảnh hưởng của công nghệ lên bảo tàng là làm sao? Like think about it. These days, museums in other countries, they use what is it called? Virtual reality technology. Đây gọi là công nghệ mà thực tế ảo á, VR. We use VR technology, virtual technology to tái hiện lại, to reanimate, tái hiện lại, to reanimate past events, để tái hiện lại những sự kiện quá khứ, ví dụ như là chiến tranh, cuộc chiến, like the battles, or events such as when a king what's called coronation of a king, sự lên ngai vàng của một ông vua, sự lên ngai vàng của một vua nào đó. You know, corona is basically like the crown, right? Crown. The crown you put on the head of a king. Là cái ngai vàng thì đương nhiên nó có một cái corona, nó là cái vương miện. So coronation of a king or queen, sự lên ngai vàng hoặc là cái sự đăng quang của một người vua hoặc là hoàng hậu. And what else? What other technology? Có những công nghệ nào khác không? Like for example, công nghệ có thể dùng là AI để mà trả lời những câu hỏi của khách viếng thăm chẳng hạn. Like for example, artificial intelligence can answer questions of visitors, for example. Like if they want to ask for something, artificial intelligence will tell them exactly, okay, so this what happened, when does it happen, what is the relationship between event A and event B, for example, mối quan hệ giữa hai sự kiện như thế. Oh, there you go. Dương is here. Perfect. All right. So you should talk about other kind of technology as well. Have you ever seen it? Not in Vietnam, but in other countries, yes. Hello, you.
Hi.
You're 1 hour late.
Sorry.
Anyway,
I
so
just
let's focus on this part 2, okay? Something important that has been kept in your family for a long time, okay? Cái gì quan trọng mà đã được giữ trong gia đình bạn một thời gian rất là lâu rồi. And then part 3 of valuable items, you need to take care of that as well. Okay? Okay, so Mr. Phúc, you first. Describe something important that has been kept in your family for a long time.
Thing that the important thing that has been key in my family for a long time is my fire motorbike. That motorbike, the motorbike that my grandfather gave to my father when my father turned 18, and now my father is 43. But my father does not drive this motorbike anymore because he want to keep that
Because he wants to keep that motorbike, right?
want to keep that motorbike, and he want to remember of his father. My grandfather was passed away when I was just 1 year old. I don't even see his face.
Well, so explain why it's important to your family then.
It's important for my family because uh like um it's important to my family because my dad want me to remember of my grandfather, even though I don't remember. My dad want me and my brother to.
My dad hả?
My father want me to remember of my grandfather, even though we didn't see him.
Alright, good now. Miss Thuận, please. Describe something important that has been kept in your family for a long time, please.
Oh, I'm going to say this family picture. Is you know that my family had a chance went to pagoda in Châu Đốc, which which is situated in southwest of Vietnam, and after going to this place, the beautiful there was a lot of beautiful landscape, and my father asked a photographer for taking the picture of my families. And it was so important because my family rarely take a photo together. So gì ta, when như là khi mà như cúp điện á thầy lấy ra coi.
So when the power went down, or when the power goes down, or when there is a power cut. Khi mà có một vụ cúp điện, or when the power goes down, or when there is a power cut.
Or when there's a power cut, my mother usually take it from the wall and talk about these pictures. And so I think this the important thing that has been kept in my family for a long time.
Okay, Miss Yeo, please. Describe something important that has been kept in your family for a long time, please.
Well, I'm going to talk about a simple thing. That is a blanket. My parents, I think it has a lot of meaning for my family because that's the first thing my parents bought after getting married. So to be honest, I'm surprised because we still keep it now. It's not good as it used to be, but it's always there in our events, in the most of our events, family events.
In most of our family events, yeah. In most of our family events.
Since I was a kid,
Since I
was a child.
Since I was a child. Y ngắn L nha.
Since I was a child, my parents used it to keep me warm, and I think that's a high quality blanket because you can use it in both summer or winter. Very convenient, and it's still we still using it now.
You're still
So,
using it now, I see.
yes, it carry a lot of memory, family memories. Yeah, I think.
Okay, that's
I
good
think
enough, I think. Okay, Mr. Young, please. Can you describe something important that has been kept in your family for a long time, Mr. Young?
So it's for a pocket watch for my really old grandfather. So he kept it when he was in the war until now.
What war? You have to be specific, you know, phải cụ thể là
I
war gì.
I don't remember what's war, but he just kept
Let's just say the
from that.
Vietnam War, okay?
Yeah, okay. It's a Vietnam War, and he kept it until now. He gave it to my father, and my father gave it to me. So I kept it until now because that
Interesting.
pocket watch is quite it's like fancy. It's a little bit vintage in it and a little bit old, so I really like it. And how it works is actually really special. And you have to check it so it can so for it check it so it can run properly.
Mm-hmm.
And for
So it can
me,
run
that watch
properly.
is keep a lot of memory of my grandfather and my father, and
I
for me
see.
too, because I sometimes bring it to my parties. I keep it for watching time every day.
You can keep it as
Because
a
I usually
keepsake, một vật kỷ niệm, kỷ vật. You can keep it as a keepsake, you know? A keep for keepsake. Và kỷ vật, kỷ niệm. Alright. Anything else?
Well, it's important for me. Actually, my family don't really remember it right now. But when for me, it's actually I really love it. And I
Alright,
keep it.
good. Okay, quite good. Now, Mr. Phúc, please. So let's go to part 3. So, what things do families keep for a long time? What do you think?
Well, I see that they usually keep keep old motorbike and then give them to their children.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'll keep this for a long time. I'll keep you for a long time. Okay. Okay, so they give it to the children. Right, but you need to be specific. What things, right?
yeah. Well, in my opinion, well, I see that also my father and also all my family friends, and yeah, they the parent usually keep old motorbike, and after their children enough old
After their children is old enough,
is old enough, they give their motorbike to their children.
Right. Okay, good enough. Right, so Miss Huan, what do you think? What things do family keep for a long time?
Oh, I think mostly are the old furnitures, especially gạt măng ghê,
The gammon as a cupboard. Let's just say a cupboard, okay?
cupboard.
Cupboard or furniture like cupboard, bookcases, you know?
Yes. You know that in Vietnam, cupboard are so it was so durable and convenient to keep food or any items, and it's kept for and it's so durable for decades. So many Vietnamese, lots of Vietnamese are giống như giữ còn giữ nó are keep it
Many
in
Vietnamese
their house,
still keep them
keep
even
them
until now, right?
even until now. And the things the important things is any cái vật kỷ niệm
As a
any
keepsake.
watch.
Keep them as a keepsake, yeah.
Yeah, keep them as a keepsake. And watch cái đồng hồ này.
And watches, yeah.
And
Pocket
watch.
watches, right? Đồng hồ đeo trong túi á. Pocket watches. Pocket watch or pocket watches. All right. So, Miss Yeo, please. So, what's the difference between things valued by people in the past and today? What do you think? Like 50 years ago, what do people value? And compared to now, what's the differences? Like, you know.
Well, from my observation, I think there are many differences. In the past, people tend to keep the things that helpful for the family, like furniture or anything they can use. But right now, the young generation would not like to. They will change things if they feel like it doesn't fit. They don't fit their home, or they want to make over their home again.
Like they want to redecorate their home again, yeah? Redecorate.
And
redecorate. Để co lại,
and
redecorate the home, yeah.
The senior, they would like to use one thing for a long time, but the young people will refer to
just keep on buying, right?
Yeah, they buy a lot of things and change a lot.
Okay, that's a good thing, I think. Well, you can talk about that, the buying habit. Thói quen mua sắm, the buying habit of the old and the young as well. Very good. So, Mr. Young, please. So, what kind of things are kept in museums? What do you think?
I think usually in museum they kept the artifacts. What is artifacts?
In museums, there are artifacts.
There are artifacts. Mostly artifacts are maybe paintings from decades. Usually painting from decades are the bones, the bones of the, how can I say, the bones of the extinct animals. The picture
the what?
The bones of the extinct
The
creature.
bones. Bone là sao?
The bones. The
bones. O-N.
Bone.
Bone. O-N. The bones.
The bones.
Bones.
The bones.
The bones of
from the extinct creature.
From extinct creatures, yes.
Such as dinosaur. Yeah. Dinosaurs. Yeah, I think mostly it's dinosaur. The bones from the ancient people.
Right. Okay. So, Mr. Phúc, please. So, what is the influence of technology on museums? What do you think? Have you been to other countries? You should have seen it, like many different museums out there, right? Mr. Phúc, please. Are you still there? I can't hear you.
Yeah, here. Well,
okay, so what's the influence of technology on museums? What do you think?
Well, I don't come to like different country.
Yes. You don't know how to answer this one? Miss Yeo, do you know the answer for this one?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What is the influence of technology on museums? What do you think?
Well, I think there are many influences of technology on museums, actually on everything. So with the high tech, with the cutting edge technology, now people can reanimate the
Can we
stories
animate past events and things like that, right?
stories that happened in the past, and with this technology, for example, I went to some museum and like they have the voice thuyết minh tự động này, automatic.
The automatic narration, I think. You know, narration. Let me check this word. The act of telling story, spoken description of event given in film or television program. Đúng rồi, thuyết minh á. Like automatic narration, I think.
Yeah, they have the automatic narration, which is convenient, very convenient when you come to different sessions of the museums or the exhibition. So, and besides, there are many kind of AI that help you to provide historical information, and now people just accept to the system and can read, or even virtual. I think virtual museums is becoming popular
Bảo tàng
nowadays.
ảo hả?
Yeah.
Well, there are something called virtual museum these days, I think. I do think they exist, yeah?
Yes, and now you can see paintings, famous painting from your home.
Exactly.
I think that's
From
really
the
good.
comfort of your home. Từ cái sự mà thoải mái của nhà của các bạn. From the comfort of your home, yes. Okay.
Yeah, with
So,
development.
yes. Okay. Anything else? Young, can you add anything else? Like, have you been to other countries and see their museums? You should see, like for example, Thailand, Singapore, for example. You might have seen their museum, you know, really good.
Actually, I haven't been anywhere else from Vietnam.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
sad.
I haven't go abroad too.
Oh, you have never been abroad, I see. Anybody? Thuan, can you answer this question? What's the influence of technology on museums then? Do you know the answer? Anyway, I think I'm a bit tired now, so maybe we should stop here, okay? Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh đó, để mà các bạn sẽ được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.